So I really understand this stuff, you guys. And I observe, and I'm just like, I mean, it's so easy to be a man. All you have to do is work hard. It's really easy. I mean, that is so easy, you guys. But it's really hard to be a woman. And when you divide your time between career, kids, and that, you're not being a real woman. You're not. I don't mean to hurt any girl's feelings, but you've given into the feminism movement. And like I said, if you're alone and you need to support yourself, I understand. I understand. Or if your parents aren't there or you don't have anyone taking care of you, I totally understand. But what really marriage was supposed to be back in the day was sort of like a business contract. And I'm not saying this to be mean either. What I'm trying to say is it was sort of like you've got things and I got things. I don't have money, you have money, so you're going to provide and support and take care of me. You don't have a maid, you don't have a cook, you don't have someone raising your kids, you don't have someone taking care of your mom or your dad or your siblings or your this. You don't have someone being a secretary at work. You don't have somebody who's going to buy you groceries. You don't have someone who's going to shine your shoes. You don't have someone who's going to please you. You don't have someone who's, and so they were like, yeah, obviously I want to get married. And so both people, everyone was getting something out of the thing. You know what I mean? But what ended up happening with the feminism movement is that everybody now is just seeking money. So it becomes like money. And so you're like, okay, now we have a double income, which is like, who cares about? Because the double income now serves to throw the children with grandma and grandpa, which is the worst thing you can do ever, because that's like Ted Bundy in the making. The reason why Ted Bundy is who he is because he didn't have his mother raise him. It was like his grandma who thought he thought it was his sister. You guys, you cannot form healthy attachment when grandma's taking care of your kids. I'm telling you right now, and that's what's happening. Oh yeah, grandma and grandpa raised them during the day. Oh, well, okay, great. Then you're going to have a lot of problems with your children when they grow up. I'm not saying grandma and grandpa are bad. The thing is, you guys, you have to understand, if your parents aren't, not even your parents, your mother, forget the father because the father's just working. If the mother is not going, and the mother's the one who actually involves the father in her kid's life, if she's that good, if she's really that smart. If the mother is not going to be with the child for the first at least 12, 13 years, nonstop, every minute of the day. Oh, how is that possible? It's possible if you're not a feminist. If you are not going to do that, your children are not going to be raised right. And I'm sorry, I know you don't want to hear this, but you just wait and see what's going to happen to your kids. You wait and see. It's going to be even harder as the years go by. You're going to have more and more and more and more and more problems. And you're going to be like, Sarah told me, but I didn't listen. Because you can't. You cannot balance children with work, with a husband, with that. And throwing them in daycare or with a nanny or with grandparents isn't going to do it for you. Trust me. Because they are not going to form the healthy attachment to you. And number two, they're going to learn other things from other caregivers. And you're just not going to be important. And that's why, and then when you get older, you're not going to have them serving you and doing all these things. You guys, our world is so messed up. I understand. Honestly, live in a smaller home, but do it right. You don't need to buy the biggest stuff. You don't need to buy the nicest things. You don't need to have two incomes. I'm telling you, after what I saw in the hospital for 3 days, and just having all the PA and the physical therapist and the nursing assistant and the nurse and the this and the that and on the that. I don't care if you work 4 days and have 3 days and have 4 days and work, have 3 days off. I don't care. You're still not there those 4 days for your kids. I don't care. You're still a career woman. And to me, that is just, it's like, so you see them in the hospitals. You see whatever. They don't have makeup on. Everyone's tired and miserable. They look horrible. Everyone's just like, ooh. And it's just like, I mean, the PA kind of tried to wear a little bit of makeup. She had a little bit of, I guess she had braces. I have no idea. She was extremely rude. But either way, I was like, I had to make it clear to one of the nurses. He's like, the PA came, and he's like, the doctor. And I'm like, she's a PA, not a doctor, please. Either way. You got to make it clear, because I feel like people are just, there were so many people that we had to go through and see that I was like, oh, if I have to see one more person again, I'm going to lose my mind. Either way, the bottom line is, you guys, these are career people. These are career people. And I don't care if they have kids. Their kids aren't with them during the day. And their kids are not with them when they're children. Like when they're really young, their kids, I don't care if maternity leaves, 6 months or whatever it is. That's nothing. That is even nothing. You might as well not even be there because it's not even important. You know, it's like, okay, whatever. That's not even, you guys, that's not even enough to form any kind of healthy attachment. So you're not even, this is horrible. It's horrible for your kids. And you guys, you don't have to listen to me, but it's a fact. That's why my grandma's time was better. And I realized, and my mom was like, Sarah, I don't have anyone but you. Like, you always leave everything for everybody. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. Like, I'm a real girl. Like, I'm a real feminine girl. Like, I'm sorry we can't see these people anymore, but yeah. And it's, you know what, you guys, I don't have to explain myself, but if people knew the things that I've, like, you know, sacrificed. And this is not, please, let's get sympathy for Sarah. This is, if I don't share because I see the world and where it's going and how women are like men, and it's like I can't even tell who's who in the relationship. I'm like, I don't know. They both seem like men to me. They're both alpha males. It's like an alpha male married an alpha male. You might as well just marry the same gender. I don't understand why you're even going for a girl. That's not even girly. So, and it's just, yeah. And it's not attractive. I'm sorry, but if I was an alpha male, I wouldn't be attracted to that. If I wanted to marry a girl, and if I was an alpha male, I'd be like, who has served her family the most? That's the girl I'm going to marry. That's what being a smart guy is, you see. But most men are not, they're brainless. Because you have to understand, boys, and I'm giving this advice to guys right now. When you get married, the biggest thing, the most important thing for you is going to be sacrifice. Is this woman willing to sacrifice for you? And you're not going to find that out by dating her or by, what is she doing for me? No, you're not going to find that out until marriage. What I'm saying, the only way you can find that out is what is she doing for her family? That is the only way you're going to find out what she's going to end up doing for you. Because a woman will always serve her husband and his family the way that she served her own family. If she does not serve her own family, you find the girl living away from her mom. You find the girl that's like a million miles here. You find the girl who's not cleaning, not sweeping her mom's house, even at the age of like freaking, I don't care, 50 or whatever it is. You see that if she's not married. She's cleaning, she's helping, she's buying this. Mother's saying, go buy me groceries, go do this, take me to the doctor, da-da-da-da-da, help your brother with this, help this with that. You don't see a girl who is giving her family everything, all her time, all her this, all whatever, okay? You don't see that? Do not marry that girl. It's that simple. If you're in the house and you see she's not washing dishes, there are dishes in the house. Mom is washing them. Daughter is sitting down. You do not marry that girl. If you see, you guys, I'm being straight up right now. This is right now STM giving it on the rizzle, because you guys need to know, a lot of you boys, first of all, you need to start being more of a breadwinner too. That's another thing. You need to be more masculine and work more. You need to be working from 6 a.m. till midnight, 6 a.m. till 10. I don't care, but you need to be bringing home the cheddar, because that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else, okay? Take weekends off. I don't freaking care, but you have to work so hard so that you can provide, okay? So if you're doing that, boys, great. You are awesome, and you're doing your job. Now, you want to find a girl. You throw career, it's fine. You can have her educated, because if you need someone educated, wonderful. Have her educated. I'm totally for education anyway, regardless. Education over money all day and all night. But career for a woman, no. That is not what you look at. In fact, if she is giving her work so many hours and she is so dedicated and she is great at her job, you do not marry her. Are we clear? We do not marry that type of girl, because it means she's investing in career more than, you guys, something's got to give, you guys. Something's got to give, baby, okay? Now, I've seen so many girls waste their lives because they're taking care of a sick sibling, because they're taking care of a sick parent, they're taking care of an issue, a business of the father, da-da-da-da-da, and they're like, I left my, it's great if it's a girl. If it's a guy, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Don't do that. If you're a guy, you got to focus on your work. I'm telling you right now, because one day you're going to have to be a man for a woman. So don't ever do that. But you see, if you have a sister, there's a girl. I'm going to look. Where's the girl in this picture here? Where's the girl? Where is the girl? Because that's the girl's job. The girl's job, and to trust that God's going to give her a man that's going to provide for her one day, as her parents did. You have to understand, this is a woman's job, or else God wouldn't be fair. So, again, that is so important. So guys, you look for a girl, you have to see what is she doing for her home. What is she, in other words, your conversation should be, hold on, my mom's on the phone, she wants this. Hold on, I gotta go here to do that. Hold on, I'm going here to do this for my sibling. Hold on, I gotta go here. That kind of girl is the girl you marry, boys. That is a keeper. That is a girl that believes in sacrifice and service. Are we clear? That is the kind of girl that's going to serve you in that way. And so what ends up happening is that these families don't want to give up these girls, you guys. Trust me. They don't want to give them up. And that's why my parents, they can care less if I get married. They don't even care. They're like, please don't get married. We're enjoying you as you are. You know what I mean? They love it because they know these girls, when they get married, it's over and they serve their husband. If their husband says, you do not go here, you do not do this, again, they serve their husband the same way they serve their families. Is that clear? So that is a sacrificial servant. And you guys tell me right now, what kind of man doesn't want that? I mean, what I'm trying to say is, don't let this feminism movement, you guys, trick you. This world is so freaking messed up. And I'm telling you, there's not too many smart men. But I do believe these things, you guys, because I've seen it in practice. The only marriages that suffer so much is with both the husband and the wife work. They work too much. And the kids suffer. But you ask a girl, they're like, I don't want to stay home. I don't want to not work. I love working. Why? The thing is, do you think being at home isn't working? Do you think going to get the groceries, going to get this, going to send this, going to take this, saying blah, 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 helping this with that, helping even your family member go to the restroom, doing things, helping, serving. You think that's not work? You are. You're like a maid, a nurse, a this, a that. You're like 15 jobs in one. A driver, a this, a whatever. You're doing 15 jobs. Yes, you're working, but you ain't getting paid. And technically, you could say you are getting paid because they're providing a home for you and this and that. That's what marriage is. And because we've taken away the roles from men and the roles from women, we have ruined our world. And that's why nobody's happy in married life. Nobody's happy in marriage at all. And honestly, no girl wants to hear this. No girl, but I'm telling you right now, if I was a guy, an alpha male, you guys, my criteria would be so different than you guys. It'd be like, there would be no, what does she do? What is her job? What is her background? No. There's only one thing. Let me see who this girl is. And let me see how close she is to her family and what she does for her family. That's what I want to know. And by the way, there's a guy at my church who told me that's exactly how he chose his wife. And she doesn't just serve him. She serves the whole freaking church. What I'm trying to say is, this is the woman that you marry. But no, you're not going to find that. What I'm trying to say is, nobody finds this, you guys. This is not, for me, people think I'm totally deranged that I even think like this. So, I need to be, locked up and put in some kind of ward because you guys, I am speaking so deranged right now. With the feminism movement, you guys, I talk about women shouldn't drink, women shouldn't date, women shouldn't party, women shouldn't this, women should just serve their homes, women should just clean and da-da-da. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to another bridal shower this weekend. But it's not because, yay, it's time to drink and have fun. It's because people want me there. And for me, it's still service. I'm serving by going there. It's called a service, So I go to these things. You guys, I get invited to things I had 15 events every single day if I wanted to go. But I only go to things that are duties. Bridal showers, birthdays. If I'm forced to go to something. Usually I don't do birthdays unless I feel like I have to, because if I don't go to this restaurant with the group, then they're going to get mad. You know what I mean? But either way, if my friend's child's birthday's coming up, I'll do it. A wedding shower, obviously. Funerals, number one. Oh yeah, I'll go to any funeral because I feel like that's the meaning of life. Is that, the meaning of life is eternal life. So again, people are so confused. I don't ever just do something like, hey, it's time to have fun. I don't do that, you guys. Everything I do is service. Like I said, my first 21 years was the most selfish years of my life, but at the same time, I was completely serving my family in the way that I was just being a complete amazing student. That was it. That was my job and my duty, and I did it very well. But the reality is, once things sort of came into life, I kept thinking, I have to serve my parents' home. I have to serve my parents. I have to take care of them. I have to do things. I have to help. If something goes wrong, I have to take care of it. I have to fix it. I have to da-da-da. You know what I mean? Because it's like, that's a huge, huge indicator of the sacrifice you're going to have to make when your kids get older and things happen and things, whatever. It's going to be really hard, people. So that's why I'm like, you know what, after service, after feeling like a mother, a daughter, or this or that, I don't think I want to have kids. I'm like, I think I would just like to get married, maybe, like have the love of my life, because I can't die a virgin, let's be honest here. And, and that would be it. And that's it. I'd be so, because I've given too much. I'm so exhausted. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm like 150 years old. Like, I've been vacuuming my house, my parents' home, since I was 8 years old, you guys. I've been vacuuming. I used to vacuum upstairs, downstairs. Every single day I would vacuum. Every single day I would, do the mirrors. Every single day I would, like, dress my brothers. Every single day. I was just like, I did so much, you guys. I did so much. At this point, I'm like, and I see kids growing up, and I see what they do, and I'm just like, you're a girl. You're a girl. Like, you don't even wash a dish. You're a girl. Guys, don't think that STM, yeah, I can look pretty, but don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm in scrubs and I'm sitting on the floor. Trust me. You guys have no idea who I am, you guys. That's a problem. I always tell people, you really don't know somebody unless you've, lived with them. And, I know I'm always attacked, like you give up agency. You're just like, oh, yeah, I'll just do anything. People actually doubt me because they're thinking, now this is so perfect. Yeah, well, when you've been serving your home for all these years, you better believe that. Like, for me, I think being married would actually be a relaxation. It'd be like Sarah, go help your grandma. Sarah, go help this. Yeah, I was freaking helping my grandma in the pharmacy every single year. Yeah. What I'm saying is there was never a moment where I sat down as a kid. It was always go help Tunt, go give this, go carry this, go wash this, go vacuum this, I never had a chance to just like be a kid and run around and have fun, you guys. That's not what a girl is. No, that's not Cinderella. What I'm trying to say is, unless you've seen that kind of thing, I see these girls and I'm just like, why would anyone marry them? I mean, trust me, being an alpha male is that's not what you're supposed to be, girls. And I know that's all you do. You're like an alpha male and then you just go shopping and like try to look like you're feminine. But the reality is your mind is messed up because the feminism movement has messed up the world. It really has. And if a guy is going to look up at a girl and be like, wow, she's like me, an alpha male, then really that's his competitive nature. And he's actually being trained to like guys and not like girls. What should attract you as a man is while you're working, she's out serving your home. Like, wow, she's taking care of my mom. She's taking care of her mom. I'm not worried about my mom. I'm not worried about my dad. I'm not worried because I married someone who's taking care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? She's doing whatever she can do. If I tell her, hey, honey, I want you to go and help my mother with this. My mother's sick. My this is sick. My blah, blah, blah. Go and spend time in the hospital. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And da-da-da-da-da. She's happy. She's not whining, going, well, what about my career? No, because her career means nothing to her. What matters to her, number one, is serving her home. Yeah. That kind of girl. And I know she doesn't exist, you guys, because you guys all call me